Welcome to my mess. But this time, my mess is in my dining room. I'm not sure how many of you know I have been working with the Disabled Artist Foundation, and I have now got my own group of artists that I send to. And I have a lot of stuff that I bought at a garage sale, and hopefully at the end of the video I can make a short walk through my garage and give you an idea of what I've got. But these were donations from local people. I belong to 2 art associations here in town, and I just got the word out, and I've got donations coming in, and I will accept donations by mail after the first of the year. I have to make room for them, and I don't have a post office box yet, so I'm getting there. This is a slow process, but I'm loving it. So let me show you some of this stuff. This first batch of stuff comes from a friend of mine, Joan and Triffany. We've got some pretty little red pom-poms and some envelopes and a bag of the glass marbles in kind of a pinky color and a blue color. A couple of 1-inch brushes, both seem to be in really good shape. There's a little pink on it, but it's still pretty flexible. Some drawing paper, some graph paper, and some writing paper. Pretty much most of the tablet on each one of those. I'm sorry if I'm bumping you. I'm trying to do this in a whole different aspect, so we'll see. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I also have like 2 partials and 1 whole full bag of polyfill. So if that's something you're looking for, let me know. A spool of invisible thread. It's kind of a pain to sew with, but it's really great when it's something you need. I have some wide lace trim in brown. In blue, I have a narrower one. Some bias tape, lime green and yellow. Some more lace seam tape and some of the other seam tape that just is gorgeous when you use it as a tie on something. And I have it in a brown and kind of a taupe color. And there's some pink ribbon, some daisy stickers, some cute little Christmas ornaments, and a mask that you can paint and decorate along with some ribbons and feathers for them. That mask is just adorable. I have some little bone rings and some pretty purple gemstones, 2 different packages, some small paper doilies, a little cloth doily, some reflective tape, kind of teal turquoise-ish color, and a yellow lace trims, and 2 more of the brown. These aren't the thick ones though. And a burgundy, and some twisted paper that makes great bows. You just unwrap it. It kind of shows you there on the label, the little pink bow. And some little closures. They're mostly to be sewn in and makes your closure adjustable, but I don't know why these couldn't be put on a journal. I think that would be really cool. It would take a little thought process, but it would be really cool. And then one of the other things that was in there is this amazing Knit Quick loom. I don't know if you can see it well. It has 3 different sizes. Oh, 4 different sizes. 10-inch, 14, 18, and 22. So you could make really cool scarves. It includes the looms, the hook, and needle. And if somebody wants this, I got some great yarn that could go with it. I think it will be pretty easy to understand and follow. I'm not a knitter, I'm a crocheter. So I'm not 100% positive. So this was not my first donation. This was my second. My first one is pretty cool too. I'm going to use this little tray to kind of put some of this little stuff in here. So these are just some of the fun things. I have these tempera solid sticks in silver and gold. And if you have not used these, I would compare them to gelatos, except they dry really fast and they dry just like paint. They don't have any kind of waxy film. I tested out a couple of them that she gave me just to see, because you know it's hard to give away something if you don't know what it does. I want to make sure I can answer questions if somebody has a question. So I played with them, turned around, went to Hobby Lobby and bought my own set. They're pretty cool. So we have a blue and a green, and there's a lot of different styles of the tempera pen or crayon things. I don't know if you call them a crayon. They call them sticks. Solid poster paint or paint sticks. Color ones is this one is Crayola. Another blue. And you got to be real careful because the one I did decide to keep, I guess this is purple. My glue sticks that I use are purple. And so I used a purple one. And I picked up the purple paint one and spread it all over to glue something. Silly me. There's a silver one. Yellow, gold. A few little paints. These are Sergeant Art, red, blue, and yellow. And these are little semi-moist tempera, red, yellow, and blue. I have no idea what they are, but I'm going to guess that you would use them like a watercolor, just adding water. Because with the tempera paints, when you put this down and you scribble with it and then you want to add some water to it, you got to be quick because it does dry pretty fast, but it will work like a watercolor, kind of like, you know, the distress crayons and the gelatos and all these other fun stick-like things. And then probably one of my favorite is we have 5 Copic markers. We have 0.01, 0.05, another 05, an 8, and another 8. So those will be pretty fun. That will be a special thing. Also, there was some gelatos in several colors. I think they've all just kind of fell in the box. It's been here sitting and messing with it for a while. So I have a box of Crayola colored pencils, the 2 gelatos, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple more around here in this box. These are 2 oil pastel samples. Nothing fancy, but hey, it gives you a chance to try something and see if you like it. Some little crayon packages. This person that donated this is an art teacher at the freshman school here in town, and some of these are samples that she got at conventions, and she says she's got more. So I guess I got what she could get out during Thanksgiving week. So this is a complete set, 12 colors of the solid tempera paints, and of course it's geared towards kids, but I've used the little set I bought quite a bit. I really enjoyed it. It would be a good thing to take in your travel journal kit, you know, when you're going on vacation and you take a few extra things. That would be a good one. And then there's a bunch of jewelry stuff. A bracelet that's broke, so of course the beads would be great. Some more beads in black, and a couple little metal snaps. A pretty little butterfly charm. Some more beads. These look like crystals. Yeah, a little bit of crystals in there. Several colors. Nice looking beads. Some little jewels. Some more beads. More beads. This is clear elastic. This is Walmart's brand. I'm not sure if I'll share this or if I'll just throw this away. I have pretty good history of jewelry making. I taught classes for 7+ years, and I'm real picky about my elastic. I'm picky about when I share it, who gets it, and what I give them, because, I mean, you can see this right here. I'm going to pull on that, and see, it's still loose. It didn't go back into shape, and there's a lot on the market that are way better. Also, the instructions on here is to dot your knot with a drop of clear nail polish for extra security. And that's one of my biggest culprits when I taught, was it's plastic. It's soft plastic. If you're going to put a glue or nail polish on it, what are you going to do? You're going to make it stiff. So then it's really not going to work. It's going to make it brittle. But you can't always get people convinced of that, you know, just because you've been doing it for a while. That's not what the store says. But that's just so much for my pet peeve today. There's some more beads. These are some plastic in there, but there's some checked glass in there. And another one just like the other one. Boy, these are hard to open. I may have to put them in different containers. Again, these are mostly plastic. There's some nice beading string and on little metal bobbins. Some pony beads. More pony beads. This looks like a piece of broken jewelry. There's some crystals. There's a gorgeous little crystal cross in here. Oops. Oh, guess what? Now I'm pulling a care, aren't I? Okay, so this was a bracelet that I'm assuming fell apart. This is the really, really cheap stuff. But it's got this gorgeous little crystal heart. I'm just going to dump this in here. There's a few more beads. These are some heavy, heavy metal beads. A cute little charm, heart charm that's a locket. Let's see if there's a picture of someone in there. Nope. And a little, I'm going to say baseball. I could be wrong, softball. Some more broken jewelry. And some fused on the string beads. And a cute little baby. Probably like in a cupcake or something. So I'll put all these beads back in here. And we'll go to this next tray. And this tray has a lot of beads. Pretty cool box. I've never seen one like this. I think it might be a sewing box. Speaking of, there's a little sewing kit. And a bottle of Eileen's tacky glue, which I need to check because in the stuff that I purchased that's in my garage, there were several glues and they were already bad. There is more pony beads, some flat back diamonds, some bugle beads, pony beads, square pony beads. These are kind of cool. Some long bugle beads in white. Couple of frames to set your crystals in. Some jingle bells. Some more pony beads. Some nail heads in gold. And some nail heads in silver. No, these are gold also. And these are like the concho without the hole. There's some bone tube beads. Lots of little diamonds and jewels, flatbacks in there. Some more flatback in dark blue and in red. A couple of conchos, which if anybody needs conchos, I got a source. And some more of the They're calling them nail heads. That's right. That's what these are. The others, I thought they were for settings, but they weren't. They're nail heads too, heart-shaped. And some more gemstones. These are square, and I don't want to open it because it needs to be cut. I would say they're plastic. It doesn't say, but they're really kind of heavy for what they should be. And then just a lot of odds and ends, little, a googly eye and some little flat back and a little piece of leather. So we shall go on. Here is, these are tempera solids. They're gold and silver. These are the bigger ones. A little set of index files. They're for Pioneer photo albums. It's who makes them. But man, these would make some great junk journal pages. I have a couple of really fun canvas bags. These were samples that she got. You know, you could paint these. You could put a patch over this and make great little gifts out of that. I'm still going. I got a calligraphy set with the pen that fills with the ink. And then there's also two wooden calligraphy pens in there. And these are more refills. Plus the little book, all in a nice little box. Oil paint. This one is a huge tube, 6.7 ounces. And I think when I looked at this, this is white. Oil color, no, this is Payne's Gray. And another tube. Oops. We'll have to go pick that one up. Some more beads and a container. And when I send this out, they'll be full of all kinds of beads. And another container. And some fun things to paint. This one says Jesus loves me, and it'll stand up. But the other side's blank, so you can put whatever you want on it. A little arch with a cross, kind of reminds me of Easter. And another cross. It says believe. All with the markers. I'm not really sure how old these are, but I find the markers die pretty early. So maybe they should just be painted. Let me grab a couple things here. Here's another tube of paint, of oil paint. This one is titanium white, and they feel like they're brand new. I know nothing about oil paint, so I don't know how they'll work. A couple of mats, 3 of them. Some more of those little dividers that will be great in junk journals. And I knew there was more of these. These are the gelatos. There's a green and a peachy, fleshy pink. And I don't know if this is gray or silver. Silver. And a blue, which might be sparkly. And another tube of oil paint. This one is brilliant yellow light. I have some markers. I really am not sure if any of them work or not. I haven't tested them. I'm sure I would want to test them before I sent them out. I have 2 wooden boxes, a round one in a heart shape. Great for painting and storing your art supplies in. And I have more beads. This looks like a fun assortment. There's a buckle and some elastic and some plastic beads. Pretty bright, fun colors. Some 2 shades of pink. Another empty container. The same pinks, just smaller. Blues. And these really do feel like they are glass beads. Yep, they're glass beads. Some cute little plastic berry beads. That comes from the years of working in a bead store. A couple empty film containers. Kind of makes you wonder if people use film anymore. And this is a broken bracelet. These are some gorgeous beads. Silver and fiber optic in white. And some tiny little beads. Another broken piece. But all these broken pieces can all make a new pretty piece. And these are some rhinestones that you could use. No, there's a couple rhinestones in here. These are sequins, tiny, tiny sequins. And we have some gorgeous little plastic pony beads and some bright colored pony beads. I really hadn't gotten all the way through the box, so I didn't know there was all this beads in there. That's pretty amazing. And last but not least, there were some amazing books. We have Sawscapes and Country Things. This is a book from Michaels, and it shows you how to paint. I don't know that people really paint on saws anymore, but those pictures don't have to be on a saw. They can be on whatever you want to put them on. And there's a lot of patterns. This would make great junk journals also. You could fold that half and you could get a really good sized journal page. And there's a small book on calligraphy. It's more child-based, but hey, we all got to start somewhere. I think it's pretty cool. There is Sunshine Sampler. Oh, look at the pictures back here. This looks like New Mexico. Again, there's all kinds of patterns. And there's a lot of little simple things that you can use to start. This would be great for drawing and or painting, or even just a color book. It's pretty cool. And then we have miniature scenes. It's a pheasant, another adobe house, a cactus, yucca, lots of little pictures. Great inspiration piece. And then there are some magazines. We have the American Artist. These are 94, December, March, and April. I'm sure there is lots of amazing pictures, inspiration, and use for collage, use for inspiration. They're small enough you could even do where you fold them and fold the pages like this and make your own little journal. I've made a couple of those. For some reason, I really do like them. And we got a few more books here. Oh, here's a couple more magazines. American Artist. This is May of 94. And this one is January of 95. And this one is July of 94. And this is a Northern Light magazine exclusively for artist members of the North Light book. So this would probably be just for inspiration and use the images because it does list a bunch of books and stuff for sale. So it's kind of a inspiration catalog thing. We have a book on Art of the West and Western Heritage. It looks like a lot of fun things in there. Inspiration and pictures to use in your journals. Kind of fun. And another one with Western scenes to draw and paint. And there's a lot of them in here. Pretty simple. Again, this would be great in a junk journal. This would be great inspiration if this is the kind of style you want to work on or work towards. This would also make a great coloring book because the majority of the pictures, there's quite a few that are colored, but there's a lot of black and whites. So it'd be really fun to color. So that is from my friends Joan, Tiffany, and Janet, who is the art teacher at the freshman school. Now I'm going to turn you off and walk into the garage, and I'll give you a little taste of some of the stuff that I have that I purchased at a garage sale. Be right back. Okay, here I am in my messy garage that I spent 2 months cleaning to give myself these gorgeous shelves to store my own excess. And then I got lucky at a garage sale and I bought the rest of this. Okay, so we have stamps. These are just alphabets. I have chipboard pieces. I have stamp pads, and I've already given a lot away. I have buttons, flowers, lots of little doodads. This is one of the many stuffed boxes. I can't show it all because it would take forever. Here we have some stamps, some sets of stamps. We have some more chipboard shapes and some ribbon, eyelets, brads, few beads, some die cuts, some quilting things. This is a whole box of paper. Let me see if I can put my hand on here so you can get an idea how much paper is in there. This is paper too. And my husband's been out here working, so things are kind of dirty now. He wasn't supposed to do that. So we have some paper and books. Lots and lots of idea books. Mostly scrapbooking, but there's some other stuff in there. This little tub or tote right here. This is all stamps. I think that I can cover every reason you would need a stamp. Okay, let's go on over here. This is an entire box of maps. This is more paper, pads, and loose. And this is more stuff. And I'm kind of really including a lot of things in the stuff. It's just everything that isn't a stamp or paper or, have its own exact place to go. So over here, we have some watercolor pencils or crayons and paper and more stamps. And these are unmountables, or unmounted stamps, I should say, from Stampin' Up. I have a mixture of stuff. I have some lace and trims. I have some punches and more punches, an acrylic blocks, a box of cards. Okay, so now we're going to come down here. There is some more stuff. There's quite a few albums. This is all stuff. This is a lot of my stuff too. I have some yarn and different kits and some of the bigger stuff like this. Well, we shall go on. This is more of my own stuff. Just thought I'd toss that in there. And I have wooden stamps, And this whole thing is embossing folders. And I have stickers and stickers and stickers, more paper, small tablets and such, 2 full-size papers, pads, and this is more paper. This one here is more 8.5 by 11. Over here we have more stickers, and this is kind of a mixture, some stickers and a little bit of paper, odds and ends. And over here we have more stamps and some bigger stuff, Project Life cards, and some more bigger stuff. And I'm still not done. Hope I'm not making y'all dizzy and sick. This whole box is Stampin' Up! Stamps. The box is about 24 by 12. It holds 6 gallons of water. More stamps. Foam stamps. Stampin' Up! Stamps. And we've got this covered, so I'm not going to move everything. I bought a new shelving unit to hold things in. I haven't put the baskets in it yet. And of course somebody thinks that it's their stand. We got this thing with horizontal surfaces. So these 2 bottom boxes right there are completely full of books. So I have lots of books, idea books, lots of stamps, and I could show you lots more detail, but I think we've made this video plenty long. I hope you enjoyed seeing my little bit of stash that I purchased just to offer the Hartists new supplies.